All right, folks, Miguel Rodriguez here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen, and we have a special person here today, someone we hope you see a lot more of coming very soon. Autumn, can you introduce yourself for me?
Hi, my name's Autumn. I'm going to be doing a lot of the cigar content for you guys, and I'm very happy to be here.
It's good to have you in here finally.
Yes,
Although we're looking at what, number three for cigars, maybe number four?
yeah,
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 so very new to it, but I hope you
yeah,
guys will experience the journey with us.
yes,
I am excited to get you into this more. We need more pretty women smoking cigars. It's just is what it
yeah,
is. It make me happy.
yeah. It brings more people in too, I'm sure.
Doesn't hurt. Does not
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah, yeah.
So we met through the modeling stuff though. So let's go into a little bit of your backstory before we just go into
hmm
cigar stuff. Like,
Okay.
um, we talked about it, but I'd love to for you to expand on it. Like, what
hmm
got you started for the modeling?
It's been a passion of mine to become a model since I was a little girl. I always enjoyed dressing up and playing with my grandma's makeup and doing poses and stuff like that. So it's kind of always something that's been on my mind. And me and my grandma, we actually used to watch a lot of modeling shows together, and she used to do some modeling herself. So I also got that from her as well. She kind of inspired me in that way and always encouraged me to continue to go forward. So I ended up, after high school, I graduated and then I went into college for business because one of my goals in mind is to eventually start my own business. But it's always been in the back of my mind. One of my dreams was modeling. So over the years, I've been taking time, put myself out there and getting photos. But this past year, towards the end of it, I just made a goal to myself that I'm going to go all in, just hustle for it, just do everything that I can to succeed and to be successful by reaching out to people and building my network and my community and my team, and also continuing to build my portfolio, getting some strong, diverse photos in there. So that's where I am at right now, and I'm having a good time doing it because I always have believed that if you're doing something, it should be something that you love doing. You should not spend your time, doing whatever for, paycheck to live if it's not something that you enjoy, that you love. And so that's where my mindset's at. So I always strive to go to what's best for me in that aspect.
I love that. That's how it should be, and you are doing it. Like you're getting that portfolio growing. It's blowing up quite a bit. I see. I love it.
Yeah,
The work that you've been doing is great.
thank you.
So it's exciting. I'm excited to be a part of that, like that first beginning to go all in.
Yeah,
Like I'm up for that. I
yeah,
very much enjoy what I'm seeing.
yes, absolutely.
So the cigar that we're smoking today, guys, Autumn, you're having the Cubano from
Yes.
El Mago, one of our two of our more popular brands here because we also have the JFR Junior, so Connecticut. I just lit something up before you got here. I was like, I'm gonna smoke
Mm,
something I already had in the bag, but
yeah.
I smoke these quite often, guys. Little guy, obviously, but it's a nice mild Connecticut. This is something also I would have offered you, but I thought the Cubano is just a little bit lighter in the strength end, but
Yeah.
really nice on the flavor profile.
hmm
El Mago is the guys, if you don't know, that have all the crazy tubes and packaging for theirs. Really fun company. Nick does an awesome job running that stuff.
hmm
They're also blown up. They're doing
That's
their thing right
awesome.
now, and I cannot wait to see them in a couple weeks when I go to PCA. Now, this year, as far as that goes, we're not going to get you out there yet,
hmm
but the goal is to get you there. Hopefully next year, get you
Yes.
to all the different events, the Vegas trade show. I believe they're moving back to Vegas as well, so we'll be there a little more often than usual. But it's
hmm
for work, so it's okay.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be nice.
So, is there anywhere for the work you've done so far that you've like? What's the furthest you've had to travel for your modeling stuff?
So far it's usually been at least an hour and a half that I have to travel. Mainly the photographers are over on this side of the water, and I currently reside in Bainbridge. So it does make it a little easy because I'm not too far from the ferry. Yeah, and I'm very dedicated, and also I get to get out more and see some things that I may not have been able to see before. So that's a plus.
That's definitely fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
go explore some stuff, mix the two, because travel's always fun. I mean, everyone loves to travel. I hope.
Yeah.
And then if you can do something that is profitable that you want to do, like you said, something you're
Yeah.
passionate about, mixing all that together is just wonderful.
Yes.
That's why I do this. Thank you guys for allowing me to travel places and smoke cigars.
Yeah.
Did not think that would be a career path. Like I'm gonna
Mhm.
take pictures of pretty girls and smoke cigars. That's no one really gets to do that. I'm
Mhm.
very lucky, so appreciate you being
Yeah.
on board.
Of
Uh,
course. Yes. I also want to be successful in this business here with the cigar stuff with you and do that as well.
I think we can make that happen. We're gonna
Oh
make it
yeah.
happen. Yeah.
Without
So,
a doubt.
so being newer into them though, is there anything that I've tried to give you at least a little bit of a rundown,
Mhm.
and it was very like bare bones. I know, I apologize, but I figured as we go, we're gonna learn all that together anyway.
Yeah.
Is there anything that kind of sticks in your mind though that you're like, well, I probably should know this before I get too far in?
Yeah. I actually do have a couple questions. What would be one of the cigars that you would probably say that you enjoy the most?
Oh man, there's a lot. It's like trying to pick your favorite movie or song or even your favorite food sometimes. There's just so many options. They're all tied for number one. But right now, I'll give you like three examples of like I love these all the time, any day of the week. The Serie V Milano, which I'll show a picture for those who don't know, is always been very high on my list. It's on a lot of lists out there. It's one of those staples. Not, I want to say this in a nice way because I feel like people don't take it the right way. It's like the Starbucks of cigars. It's consistent no matter where you go in the world. It's never let me down, and I love the flavors. I've smoked it in Florida to Texas, anywhere I've traveled and I've had a chance to pick one up. Like I know exactly what I'm getting, and it's in my mind. It's what I picture a cigar to be. This is like that mental image I go to first. These are cigars. This is what people should think of when they think of the culture and the experience. Serie V Milano. A little more out there, the Feathered Serpent from Apostate is the total opposite. It's that break in the mold of what cigars look like. Because when you see the bands, they're always like, they have the nice gold to it.
Yeah.
El Mago's a little more like a more modern kind of look to it. But you see them, they're really intricate artwork. And the Feathered Serpent is too, but it's in a whole different way. Because they base their logos and their persona off of their Mormon heritage and kind of taking a pot shot at that with the Apostate, obviously. And the cigar itself is amazing. It's a green wrapper, which I'll show you a couple of those. I'm not going to give you very many 'cause I don't like them very often. But this is one. It's called the Candela, and it's a very sensitive leaf, so it's a little harder to work with sometimes. It's a little more grassy, herbally notes to it. But whatever they did, because I can't remember the blend off the top of my head, I can't remember the rest of the leaves that went in there. They did a wonderful job, though. It's the first time I sat down with one of those green cigars. And like, I really like this. I want another. So I really like Apostate for that. And across the board, Brandon and Kendrick do a great job of all of it. All of it.
That's awesome.
Talking about Brandon Kendrick.
Yeah. Only good things right now. Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's Mike behind the camera there. Oh, God, yeah. In a good way, though, because he's got a good look. And Kendrick plays a lot of good instruments. So together, they are hipsters. They're 100% hipsters.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to the camera. No, I've had them on the show before talking about that shit. Because they're like, last year they wanted to go, maybe it was, no, they both wanted to. No, you don't get a pass. Look for a vampire bar in New Orleans. And like, we found it, but they were closed. And I'm like, thinking to myself, if they're vampires, why do they close at night? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Someone's lying to me. So we're going to go again this year. I'm going to find that bar. I'm going to look over. I don't know. I'll carry a cross. I don't know. I'll be fine.
Wow, that'll be fun to do.
Sorry, that was a big tangent, but I'll give you one more cigar. Drew Estate does a line called the Liga Privada line. They have three in that line at the moment. It's the Liga 9, the T52, and the H99. And there's some iterations around that, like the Feral Pig and the Liga 10. But the T52 is my favorite in their high-end line of cigars. Like that's their crown jewel up there. That is their Big Mac versus the rest of the McDoubles around there. It is wonderful. It's not for everybody because it's a bit spicier. It's a little heavier of a cigar. So I probably wouldn't start you on something like that. But it is one that I had so many arguments with my brother about what's better, the Liga 9 or the T52. And you can argue either way you guys want. Just know that if you don't pick the T52, I think you're wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. But oh man, there's at least 25, 50 cigars I could add to that list,
Wow.
and it would not. Yeah, I'd be babbling forever. But those are just three like solid ones. You want me to go for three that I think you should try that I also
Yeah,
love? So
yes.
that's why I started you here, the El Mago. I'm
Yeah.
loving their brand so much. Everything they've done has just been top notch, in my opinion. They released these new tins that they do 5 packs in, and the artwork is really awesome. It's eye catching. And I don't want to harp too much on that, but I'm a big aesthetics person. I really do like. I like when they put that effort in and try something new because a lot of the artwork is beautiful. Like I'm looking right over there, the Perdomo stuff is absolutely beautiful, but that look is everywhere now. Like everyone can do that. Fuente started that with their boxes and whatnot, and I feel like it's time to branch out, and they are doing a wonderful job.
That was actually the first thing that I noticed was this beautiful container that they come in.
Yeah, and every one of their core line cigars has a different aesthetic like that. So they have the box press little tubes like that. Even their Lancero, which is a lot longer and thinner of a cigar, has its own, and it just works. It's eye catching. It stands out on the shelves.
Yeah.
I can sell cigars just on the way they look because of those guys. And then once they actually smoke them, they realize, yes, this is a wonderful product. I'm gonna buy more. People do.
Yeah, it's nice and smooth. Yeah.
That's a great way to describe it. I think you're right on the money with that. And the next one is going to be from, let's see, I'll go with the Delicado from La Galera. It's a lot, it's actually a bit lighter than that one even, but the flavors are impeccable. From what I'm told, it's a 13-year aged Connecticut wrapper on it. Connecticut just being the first leaf on the outside. So you'll hear that a lot. Connecticut, Habano, Maduro, Cameroon, and there's so many others out there, and they're constantly exploring and testing new tobacco out, just like they do with wine and different type of fermentation and whatnot.
Yeah.
So the exploration of all of that allows us to get all these different brands and different flavor profiles, which is exciting, and it's really a tradition passed down from generation to generation. So you have really it is an entire industry built on mom and pop. It is family owned. There are corporations, obviously, there are bigger businesses because they grew so much, but at the end of the day, it is families passing down family knowledge, which I also love.
Yeah, I love that too. That's wonderful.
Well, if I can get this band off, so okay, so we went over a couple of those. Is there anything else that you can think of?
Yeah, could you just tell me a little bit more about like the cultural and like the background of the cigars?
Absolutely. So as far as the U.S. culture goes for cigars, it's always kind of been there since we started. Cigars have been a thing. I think there's a rumor, or I think it's a true story actually, of where during the Civil War they found some Confederate plans for a movement, for troop movement, wrapped around one of the general cigars when they like took this base or something, and they like unrolled these cigars and see, oh, we know what they're gonna do next. Like, so they've been smoking cigars for a minute. Tobacco has been an American thing since we've been a country. Um, During the Cold War and the embargo happened on Cuba, and a little bit before that, actually, when Castro and them came to power, a lot of families were not looking for a socialist lifestyle. They didn't want to be ruled like that. So a lot of them tried to get to Florida and to some of the other hotter countries, Honduras, Dominican, Nicaragua, just start over and hopefully continue to do what they do because they knew tobacco and they knew how to make cigars really well. So they took their seeds and they moved to new places, which allowed us to get what we have now. You have great Nicaraguan, Honduran, and Dominican, African tobacco. There's some growing in Haiti. U.S. still has ours. We do grow some. The Connecticut being from Connecticut, Pennsylvania broadleaf, and it expanded so much after that moment because Cuba can only produce so much of anything, only so much and so much land.
Yeah.
That goes for anybody, not just them. But this allowed us to explore more and explore different blends and different variations. And I think we're doing better things in other parts of the world than just in Cuban tobacco. It's grown so well. It's kind of like if you ever see the movie Bottle Shock.
No, I haven't.
So it's about this French wine sommelier who tries California wines like this probably could beat some French wines. And everyone's freaking out. I'm like, oh, you can't say that. It's bad. And he gets the wine over to a blind tasting in France, and the California wines win. And they lose their mind for a while. They like redo the numbers, like, well, no, they still won. So I guess another year after that, they win again, or a couple years later, because I think of the aging, they don't do it every year, but they continuously win. There's constant quality wherever you go, as long as people are, passionate about what they do. So you don't have to just be in one region of France to make great wine or one area of the world to make great tobacco. There are certain stipulations, obviously, like only champagne comes out of Champagne region of France. Only tequila can come out of tequila in Mexico. Bourbons, whiskeys, and scotches have their limitations or their um, litmus tests is to actually call them certain things. You can't call certain bourbons bourbon without a certain percentage of grain alcohol versus corn.
Yeah.
And that gets a little more nerdy side to it. But that allows for a lot of guys like myself and that you'll meet to get a little geeky on it and like, oh, I really love Nicaraguan tobacco. And you can taste the differences. Or I am only a Scotch drinker. I like the peatiness. And that really comes from certain kind of waters from the marshes. You can't fake that. Can't fake those kind of tastes.
Yeah.
The culture itself, like it's always been one of kind of inclusion. Like you allow people in because we all have one thing in common at the very least. We all like smoking cigars.
Yeah.
So you might hear a lot of different opinions, sports, politics, religious, whatever it might be. But when you're in here, it's usually, say 99 out of 100, just in case. Sometimes it gets a little rowdier. But it's usually a gentlemanly or at least a civil conversation about whatever you're having, which I appreciate that because I think we're living in a time where a lot of people aren't having conversations anymore. We just kind of want to be right.
Yeah.
And you got to have somewhere to hear other opinions.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to sit there and like, well, maybe I am wrong. And even if you're not, at least you've heard them out. At the end of the day, just finish your cigar and enjoy your time together.
Exactly.
And that's what we bring to a lot of these places.
That's
cigar lounges across the country. I've never felt out of place in one.
Wow. That's good. And I'm sure having an open mind in that too, when you're having those conversations, helps a lot as well.
It does. And then if you don't have anything nice to say, you just smoke on your cigar and like, I'm not going to yell at you, I promise. So I'm just going to look away now. Because sometimes you're not going to agree with everyone. But if you can listen without getting emotional with it, I think that helps out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So, where would you say that you would enjoy smoking a cigar at? Would you say here in the lounge, or is there a specific place that you say you would enjoy it the most?
Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. I would smoke at that. No, I'm just kidding. I would never smoke there. No, actually, we've had this conversation a little bit. I'll smoke a cigar anywhere. Like I go for walks a lot. Like I throw in a audiobook. I've gone through like 6 this year. I just love that. I just walk wherever I'm going. The weather here I actually think is great for walking. I'll just throw a hoodie on and I'm good. Or I'll bring my umbrella and smoke in the rain. I don't mind that at all. Along the beach is wonderful. When I was back home in Santa Barbara, just lit up and walked. It's beautiful out there, and it's enjoying nature. It's a real big benefit. Even when I was in downtown LA living out there, I just walked the streets. You get some weird looks from time to time, but it's like I'm not doing anything crazier than anybody else on the street is doing. I promise you.
Yeah.
I love smoking here with these people. I hope you can come over here and do it with us more often.
Absolutely.
I know it's a little bit of a trek, so I'm glad you're here today.
Thank
but
you.
whenever we're going to plan it out. Like, I'm going to bring everyone out. Like, oh, autumn's coming, you have to be here.
Yeah.
So, throw a party for you every time.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yes.
But, no, it is more of a community kind of thing. It's a social activity. So I'd rather smoke with other people.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate we have somewhere to smoke inside.
Yeah.
Here, because there's only like 5 lounges throughout Washington, I think. California has a lot, but it's very restrictive as well. I just feel like if it's an adult setting, a bar where it's only adults allowed, you should have the option to have your cigar or not. It gets a little more, regulations and stuff into that. But like that's a joke I always make. Like I want to be able to smoke cigars wherever I want. I wouldn't do it in a Chuck E. Cheese. I wouldn't do it where a bunch of families are or kids.
Yeah.
And anytime I've been in public, like a park or something, if there's a family by, like, I will not smoke around them. Or if someone asks me if it's really bothering like that, I'll probably put it out, just smoke it later. I don't need it. It's not a cigarette. It's not, my coffee, which I absolutely need. And that's an addiction for sure. No, I can set this down for a month or two and come back to it whenever I feel like, or I can smoke them all the time and be totally fine. It's just, it's not one of those things. It's a need. It's a want.
Yeah.
It is. We're sitting in a luxury privilege kind of product right now.
Yeah.
There's no one who needs a cigar. It's not gonna be detrimental to your health. It's not gonna do anything bad if you don't get it. But the fact that we have it, we should really appreciate that.
Absolutely. That's a good way to put it.
People. So obviously I don't smoke in the house because I don't want to smoke up my own place, but the backyard. Is there a place that you have around you that you can have a cigar at?
I don't have any smoke lounges in my area, which makes it a little difficult. So I can just go outside, and I have like some woods around my house, so I can just go out kind of in the nature and enjoy it out there, which makes it nice. Yeah. It would be nice if there was a smoke lounge in our area, but we work with what we have, so
I get that. Yep.
yeah.
Well, I got some guys. They built their own like little garage, little lounges and stuff. They look really cool.
That's cool.
But I don't expect you to build a lounge anytime soon in your own house. Like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, there was an apartment I had back in Bakersfield where me and my brother turned into a studio. So all the walls had a different colored paper to it, so we could make a backdrop for the different shows we were doing.
Yeah.
And talked to the maintenance guy or the manager at the time. Like, hey, we smoke cigars. Can we do it on the patio? And he's like, you can do it inside if you want. Like, what? All right. And we didn't realize he was being let go like 3 months later. But they never stopped us. So we kept smoking in that apartment. And to put all the different papers and textures on the wall to make it look like we had a brick wall setting, we had just random colors for different stuff we were doing.
Nice.
I used Gorilla Tape to hold the paper up. Like, oh, this will never come down. And it didn't for a year and a half before we moved. But trying to get it off, I destroyed that paint.
Wow.
The walls looked terrible. I was the worst. So don't use Gorilla Tape on paint in the house. That's my advice on that one. Use Scotch tape, or not Scotch tape, painter's tape, or regular duct tape, because I think that'd be safer even. No, this stuff was like, I had to use my body weight to like yank it off the walls by the end.
Wow.
It's really good. It did its job, but maybe too well.
Yeah. Wow, that's good to know.
All right. So back to your modeling for a little bit, because what's the craziest thing that you've been asked to do so far? Like, has there been any like fire or anything that you like?
Not yet.
Or maybe you want to, like a fire shoot?
I would be definitely into doing a fire shoot.
Have you seen the one where they have the powdered sugar and you blow into a flame and it makes a big.
And it's like a kind of like a dragon almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen something like that.
So you like think you'd be down for that?
Oh yeah, I would be down for that.
We can make that happen. We're probably not going to be in the woods for that because I don't want to burn the place down.
Oh no.
We got to find like my old studio would be perfect. It was a big empty industrial building with rolling doors and no carpet. So it was an empty room and we could control the lighting in there and everything. Nice. I got to find somewhere like that up here. Yeah. But renting place like that gets expensive. Like I started and it was $1,000 a month for, I think it was 2,500 square feet. So it was a big spot, you know? Yeah. And now that's going for, I think, double, if not more. For the same thing, just an empty room with a rolling door. I'm like, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. So if you guys want, make sure to hop on to the subscription so we can get more cool stuff.
Yes. Yeah, that would be cool. I haven't been asked to do any crazy shoots exactly just like that yet, but I'm always open to doing some out of there shoots. That's what I love, is something that's unique and creative.
That is great to know. Yeah. I'm going to throw some random ideas at you. Like, I think I probably showed you the body paint shoot already.
Yeah, you talked about that a little bit.
I want to do that again. I'm waiting probably a little while because there's a bunch of other stuff coming along. But that one, I try to get as many models as possible so we get it done all at once. Yeah. And it's a really fun time. It really is.
It looks fun.
But, so that might be one of the more out there ones we've done, but one of the most fun that I definitely want to do again. I've got to find a charity to work for. We got a big white tarp that's really long, as the longest one I could find, and just threw paint on it. And all the models and anyone who wanted to just wore white outfits, whatever you want white. wear a full suit if you want. Just make sure it's as white as possible.
Yeah.
Everyone just slid down it, and that was the outfit at the end. You're just covered in paint.
Yeah.
So we got the outfits. We sold those as part of the charity thing. We're working with the Bakersfield Burrito Project last time. They feed the homeless back home. And yeah, so the prints, like we didn't get to do the whole spiel because not everyone can make it, but the idea was, yeah, sell prints of it, and all the proceeds were going to go to help somebody.
Wow.
And then everyone just did a giant paint slip and slide. It was a fun day.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
Ooh, I'm talking too much. You can't keep this lip.
That's the problem I'm having too.
No, that's okay. That's gonna happen quite often. It happens a lot at the trade shows because, you're there for cigars, but you're there to see everyone again. You're talking, getting to know everyone, or getting to hear how they've been since the last trade show, the last time you've seen them. And it's a lot like a kid going back to camp and seeing all your friends. Because the industry, again, it's a small industry. We're looking at maybe 3% of the U.S. actually smokes cigars. So those numbers sound big, but when you spread it out, I mean, what's this area is like 100,000 people or something. So you're looking at 3% of that. It's not that many people.
Yeah.
So when you see them again, you want to get to know them. You want to talk to them. The
Yeah.
cigars the cigars are great, but they are secondary to the people you meet. It is a way to connect and to enjoy your time. But they really are, even in the industry, and they'll tell you like the cigars are not our sale. The culture is the sale.
Yeah.
The comfort, the relaxation, these moments right here, getting to talk. This
Yeah.
is the actual purpose of cigars. It's
Yes.
having a relaxing time, and it's not like alcohol or any of the other stuff where the next day you have a bad hangover. Which I'm not drink all you want, guys. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
whatever you want to do, but it just has that moment where you can still have a really fun time,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be able to remember all of it.
Yeah.
So
That's nice. Brings people together.
call it. Now, there is quite a bit of drinking that does happen here still. What is your drink of choice?
My drink of choice would be a margarita. Tequila is my favorite. Yeah.
That's what I do here usually. I usually just get a reposado and sip on it because we have a really good house one. I say that every time, and I never remember the name of the bottle. So everyone's, oh, which one? It's like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I forgot. But yeah, no, that or a ranch water. The bartender Chase, he's off today. So you should meet him. He's a good guy. But he loves those too.
Wow.
But all it really is soda water, tequila, and lime juice. It's really simple but a really refreshing drink, especially when it gets hot.
Oh yeah.
So it's a lot like a margarita. It's a little less sweet.
Yeah.
And he's picky, so he brings his own soda water and he brings Topo Chico, even though we have it here. It's like, no, it tastes better. And he's right. All right, I can't even argue with him. Like I forget to bring my own. I should have done the same. I'm gonna remember sooner or later.
Yeah. It's good.
So we have to get you here for like an overnight trip.
Oh yeah.
So we're just gonna close this place down, and you don't have to drive, because that would probably be for the best.
Yeah.
I don't want you drinking and driving.
Oh no, I would never.
What we'll do, we'll start here. We'll definitely drink, and then we'll go to the casino. I'm gonna lose. Tell you right now, I don't gamble. I'm not good at it. But then we'll still have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that sounds good.
Cool. There we go. All right. So back to cigars. So we covered, a bit about how the culture works. What the vibe is. Some of the cigars, because truthfully, there's a lot of brands out there, and there's a lot of great stuff. So it's never gonna be like you're done learning. I'm still finding out new brands. I've got a list of ones that I'm gonna go visit when I'm in PCA. Hopefully, bring them on the show, and we can talk to them, get to know them. It's the best way to learn. But is there any other things that I could cover for you while we have the time?
I would say, how do you know that a cigar is of good quality?
Ooh, that is a great question. So there are like 3 levels of cigar quality that you can look at from what they tell you. For instance, long filler is what we're smoking right now, which means they use full leaves, fully fermented, fully aged, all natural and all hand rolled. This is a long filler cigar. That's usually what it's going to be. Cuban Sandwich is still hand rolled, and it's still a great cigar, but they use bits and pieces. So when they roll a cigar, they cut a bit off to make the shape properly and everything, and they don't want to waste that. Still very good tobacco, just didn't fit the mold.
Yeah.
So they put it into another cigar, and they will put just a nice wrapper, just like we have here. This is the wrapper layer, and a binder, which is going to be the layer right underneath that. It's not as pretty, but it helps keep everything together and adds another layer of complexity to the cigar.
Nice.
But they'll put the little bits and pieces, and then some long fill, some longer leaves, into what's considered a Cuban sandwich. Then the short fill cigars, which can still be really nice, but they are of a lesser quality. It's just the little bits in a wrapper and binder. So it's to make sure they don't waste anything. It's still trying to take care of that bottom line, and it gets you usually a cheaper, nice smoke still. The Liga ones I was talking about earlier, the really fancy ones, they do have a line of short fill little guys. They're shorter than this one, but the flavors are very nice because they're still using great tobacco.
Yeah.
The main thing you want to make sure is that you're getting a hand-rolled product, not a machine-rolled, because those ones are usually left at the bottom of the barrel, whatever they have. It's just a cheap, easily made product that they can sell in mass numbers. So there's a purpose for them. I just wouldn't recommend them. If your cigar, you feel it and you hear a crunchy sound, it's a dry cigar. You don't want that. It should be a little give. It doesn't have to be squishy. It shouldn't be squishy. That's over humidified. The room we're in, the humidor, keeps them at a certain level of humidification. Usually it's between 68 to 72. 72 is kind of high, especially for this area because it's plenty of moisture in the air already. You don't need to keep it.
Yeah.
But when you go to, say, Arizona or anywhere desert, you want it to be a little bit on the more humid side, just so when you leave it out, for instance, or you're smoking out in that heat, it doesn't dry out really quick on you. The burn, how it burns. So like right now we're talking a bunch, so it's going to go out. But if it is constantly going out, it could be a sign of some construction issues. And if it starts to burn crazy on one side or it starts tunneling through the middle, and there's different ways that you look at it and you'll see, okay, this is the burn is off. So that's a construction issue. And other than that, flavor wise though, it's all personal preference. So I would never say a cigar is a bad quality cigar based on flavors. It just might not be my personal preference. Like I don't like Brussels sprouts, but I love cabbage. I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And someone else is going to love it, so they should eat that. I'm not going to eat it. That's gross. Don't do that. But the same with cigars. Like, I don't like flavored cigars. Like, some of the ones I gave you are sweetened. But it's an easy way to kind of get into cigars. Everyone starts there. I had some when I started, and I just don't go back. Or very rarely will I. But it doesn't make them bad. It just means they're for someone else. So you'll find cigars that you really love. Like the ones that I mentioned, you might like them, or you might find ones that you like better. You might find that you only like lighter cigars, which are great too. But sometimes I really want something heavy and bold. So that part, yeah, quality wise, construction, what they're using, and let's see, what's another good example of something that shows for a quality stick? I think honestly, if you look at the wrappers, you can tell a little bit. Like you go in there and everything is uniformed and clean looking. That is a good sign. But even then, that's a little misleading because Padron is one of the best companies out there. They do a wonderful job, and their leaves, like in the same box, you'll see two starkly different colored cigars or different age, not age, sorry, it's just colored. Yeah, the best way to describe it. But it's the same cigar, and one wrapper is a lot lighter than the one next to it. Well, they're still both very quality. It just doesn't look as uniform as some of the other guys out there. Also, not really an issue. I think your most concern should be about the dryness or overhumidification and construction issues as far as how the burn goes. Other than that, the rest is kind of personal preference. How big do you want your cigar? How long do you want it to smoke for? Do you like certain flavor? Do you want it to be spicy? Do you want something more sweet side? All that goes into what do you like?
Well, that's some good information to know.
Okay, yeah. I think we can close it out for there. So I want to get everyone a chance to get to introduce you.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get you on the live too. We'll do recording whenever we can because we can throw this everywhere so you guys can see it everywhere.
Yes.
And then we'll get some photos going. And you guys will see those as well.
Yes.
But,
more content coming.
Yeah. Do me a favor, let them know where you're at so they can find you.
I'm currently on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram. My username is Autumn Marie. And there is 2 N's with that. And there is a dot in the middle of Autumn and Marie. And for Marie, there is 2 I's there. well.
Oh, I'll throw that on the screen so they can see.
Yeah, that would be great. And it was great talking with you guys and talking with you and being in here.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing a lot more of me.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right, guys.
Thank you.
More to come, so be sure to sign up for everything. We'll have more content out soon. All right. Have a good one.